Good lord, what is happening in there? Aurora Borealis? Hello, welcome back everybody. My name is Kavalech and let's grab ourselves a deadly chat. Yes indeed, welcome back once again to In-Depth Bloodborne. Today is a very special episode because I have a feeling today is going to be the final episode. There's going to be a bit of jumping around, there's going to be some cuts and edits because, well, we've got a lot to get through. We got some endings to get through and also some secrets and some final lore dialogues and different little bits that I can get for you guys. So first of all, Spectre, what is happening? Well, we are online, so let's get the first of our little side things out of the way. So I said we got a pop dot down here, so I have undone one of the ritual chalismans. We're going to search because I am online. So today I have a couple of little fun things to show you. I actually have this written down here, so 7... if you want to write this down, or I'll put it in the comments below as well. So 7TH IKHI4, I believe should be correct. 7TH IKHI4. Yeah. Oh, bugger. Okay, that one's incorrect. Well, let's go with this one then. We have SZ. I have a few of these written down because I'm not sure. It took me a while to find these, I'm not going to lie, and I'll explain what this is now in a moment. SZ73 V8 3S. Hopefully this one works. Oh, bugger, I clicked off it. Oops. That was my own fault. SZ73. Trust me, this is going to be worth it. Well, will it be worth it? That's uncontroversial. SZ73V83S. 83 and then S. I'll leave it there in a second for a screen. A Thumeru Ihil dungeon. So you can only do these glyphs, you can only search glyphs like this if you've already done this dungeon before. So we have obviously done this dungeon before, so we can now search dungeons. So this is somebody else's dungeon, but we can search it, and it's a good way to get particular items if you're looking for them, or if you want to just farm blood rocks, you can get different ones. There's a whole list of them online, but we're looking for a particular item, and it's the only item in here. Well, not in here, but it's the only item in the game that is in a dungeon that, apart from the Beast Claw, that you gotta come down to the chalices for. Me again. This is still on layer 2, so just after the first boss. Not in a side area or anything, this is just the same area. At least we have that going for us. We know that it has to be a chest. Okay, this is the chest. I'm just gonna fucking run for it and hope this is it. Hey, there it is. Let's get the fuck out of here. Okay, so floor. I'll show it now in a second when we get out of here. Nah, fuck. I'll try and show it now in a second here when we get out of here. Oh god, I've gone the wrong way. This is bad. I'm just going to die, I think. Oh god. Yeah, no, this is bad. Yeah, we died. It doesn't really matter. We didn't have a lot of money. If you're gonna do that, just kill them. Don't do what I just did. But we really don't need to worry about blood echoes right now, so it's all good. But what did we do all of that for is the question. God's sake. Yeah, so you can see it's layer 2. So just pause the video if you want to do this. Pause the video earlier on when you saw the glyph that I entered and come to layer 2. You've got to kill one boss, which is an easy enough boss as you've seen. And for your efforts, you will pick up, I believe it should be in here. Yes, a ring of betrothal. Redlock ring given special meaning by the Great Ones. The inhuman beings known as the Great Ones imbued the ring of betrothal with some special meaning. In the age of the Great Ones, wedlock was a blood contract, only permitted to those slated to bear a special child. Okay, so we got a wedding ring. What the fuck is that about?
Gammon away, go.
Can you...
Farewell.
Nope, you say nothing to us, sorry. So, what can we do with a wedding ring? Well, if we come to the Vile Blood Queen's chamber, yes, we are finally getting the payoff after all this amount of time for this quest line. 10,000 years later. If we come back to Forsaken Castle Cainhurst, and as we know, the Queen is back alive again.
Closest of kin, bearer of our blood, I welcome thee. What is thy wish?
We can use the ring and propose marriage. Now there is a fucking shock for you.
Speak not those words. We have little need of a consort. Such a path would belike lead to further ruin. Thou art dear to us. We would see no harm befall thee.
Oh. Consort. So, consorts were being spoken about in FromSoft games way before Elden Ring. So, yeah, she just straight up rejects you. But, what if we're persistent?
Still thy honeyed tongue. The thought alone sufficeth. Thy worth is too great. Now, speak no more on the matter.
Maybe one more time?
Honestly. Honestly.
And
We await thy return for the honor of Cainhurst.
that is indeed it. So, this item, to be honest, it's kind of funny. It's hidden in a random fucking chest in the depths of a chalice dungeon. It has to be a random one. It doesn't appear in any of the main ones that you do. It's random unless you look up one like I did, put in the glyph. And it gives you this cool, I suppose, cool thing where it implies that the Great Ones have these weird, I guess, wedlock things, like a blood contract, like, yeah. And then you can propose to her and she has 3 different lines of dialogue for it. But you can't actually get married. So, yeah. Is that the most pointless item in any FromSoftware game ever? I mean, you get some lore. But, yeah, I think it's safe to say that that's kind of useless. So let's jump ahead and jump to something that hopefully we can get some actual lore out of. See you in a second. Editor Cal here. I wasn't recording, so I had to do the last minute of gameplay. That's why the audio sounds strange. Basically, we just need this. We need patches to move on to the next section. I didn't realise. So you can see what he's saying here. He's just saying that. Well, first of all, he calls Amygdala a bastard, which is funny. But now we're going to move on to the actual important thing. So, love you, bye. You don't know how much effort I went through to get this. So, as you'll see in the last little clip, you gotta go and talk to him again, and he will tell you that he's gonna fuck off into the Chalice Dungeons. I found patches in the Chalice Dungeons. Don't ask me how long this took. I just had to I'll show you what glyph we used, but I just had to reload and reload and reload and reload and reload. But this is patches when he's in the Chalice Dungeons.
The sight of you is as balm to my eyes. Truly, you are an indubitable, irrefutable friend. And, my dear compere, I vow once more to ease your burden.
You don't know how long this took. Like, you genuinely don't know how long this took. And what does he sell? Well, he sells the exact same things as the Bath Messengers. The exact same things. The uncanny things as well, except he sells them at a higher price. Why you like this game? But, I mean, I guess...
The time has come again, I fear. But if the fates smile upon us, we'll soon meet again. Farewell, dear friend.
I guess it shows...
Are you lacking? Or just lost?
The detail in this game.
The time has come again.
Are you lacking or just lost?
Are you lacking?
I think he says something if you buy something as well, so we'll buy a couple of these.
The time has come again,
No, he doesn't. He just tells you you're lacking or just lost.
What troubles you, dear companion? Are you in need of my assistance?
I mean,
The time has come
he seems to genuinely see us as a companion, as a friend now. You know, that seems to be his new thing. Yeah, so I guess he just travels around the Chalice dungeons now. I do like that he calls Amygdala a bastard. I mean, he clearly just thinks, well, he lost, so fuck him. However, I'm not going through all of that again, so...
That was uncharitably done. That was uncharitably done, dear friend.
Yeah. You also get a Great One's Wisdom from, which is rather interesting. So, let me show you. Alright, so the time has come. Let us get 2 of the endings that we need. This first one we're going to do, we're just going to go straight in. So we've done nothing unusual. We were told German is awaiting us at the foot of the great tree. So let's go meet Gernum at the foot of said great tree and get a first of endings. There are 3 endings we're going to get, and this is going to be our first one. So, like I said, there is unfortunately a lot of editing in this episode, but don't lie, you love it really. Let's go grab ourselves an ending. Now, first of all, look at this fucking place. It looks amazing. I thought, by the way, we'd use our nice drip for box art drip for the ending. This is one of my favorite boss arenas ever. It's so fucking cool. The big great tree. It's just sensational. We're going to use our Reiter Palash, and then the second time we do this fight, we're going to use the Rakuyo and see which is better. So let's go have a little chat, shall we?
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
No fucking way. Absolutely no way.
Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt?
One of the best
blood,
reveals
or the horrible
and boss
dream?
things in the fucking history.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gammon joins the hunt.
Oh, gives me chills. Tonight, German joins the hunt. Oh shit. It's quite fucking quick as well. Now, I don't anticipate us having any fucking problems with this, but knowing my luck. Anyway, so this is the first ending we can get. Oh, that damage. Very nice. I like this fight, by the way. A lot of people say they're not a big fan of it. I fucking love it. Obviously, we are aggressively overpowered at this stage because we've finished everything. But I mean, that's part of the fun, no? Got this move. Note that he's looking up to the moon there when he does that. Oh shit, might actually get me here. Hold on. Hold on a fucking second. Holy shit. Yeah, note that he looks up to the moon when he does that, which is such a cool little fucking detail. Ow. Oh, he tried to fucking do it. Tried to fucking visceral me, but I won't let him. Yeah, it truly is such a cool fight. It feels like such a fucking dance. And then obviously in the flowers as it is. Fuck me. I died.
Accept your death. Be freed from the night.
Well, I did also want to get that dialogue, I won't lie. I was going to wait for the second time to get that dialogue, but man, it's fine. I'm too busy trying to talk about it too much, I'm not going to lie. The other thing is that obviously, with us being so aggressively overpowered, I suppose I'm trying not to kill him too quickly. Because if we kill him too quickly, I mean, it's a bit anticlimactic, but meh. Anyway, that's what happens if you die. Gehrman is, I mean, for someone like me, technically Gehrman is actually kind of difficult. Purely because he not wants to, but like obviously very much goes with the whole parrying. And so if you're not good at parrying, as apparently in this playthrough I have just not been, apparently I have just not been good in this fucking series at parrying. Oh, come on now, really? I was hoping this would be better. It actually is better. Yeah, it is. Wow, it's so much better. The Rider Flash's parry is so amazing. Like, look at that, like, ooh, because it's so quick. You just fucking bully him like that. We also have a good blood damage now with this weapon, which is quite good as well. It's obviously not as good as it could be, but it's a bit better. Oh, come on. There it is, fuck you. Okay, I need to stop playing that fucking ass now and actually just get the job done. Another thing I love about this fight is just the atmosphere of it, the flowers, just everything. Oh, it's such a fucking gorgeous fight. Lock in, get the kill. Oh, love it. The night and the dream were long. We get the old hunter's badge, which we won't read yet because we'll obviously have to respawn. Now, once you kill Gehrman, oh shit, it appears the moon has indeed been beckoned. Oh shit. Flora of the moon, eh? Hear our prayers and let this wonderful hunter be released. So we're going to be embraced by Flora of the moon. Oh dear. Oh, Gehrman's alive again. Wait. He's got a leg. Oh. Oh.
And so, the hunt begins again.
But with us as its new proprietor. What an ending. What an ending. So that's our first ending. Good old Miyazaki, the GOAT. Let's skip the credits for now. We, obviously that's not exactly a great ending. I would say that's the bad ending. To me, in Bloodborne, there's the bad ending, the good ending, and then the true ending.
All signed and sealed.
All signed and sealed.
Now, let's begin the transfusion.
And as you remember, this is back to the beginning. We're just going to wake up again. I skipped it because we saw that cutscene already. So, yeah, that's our first ending. The ending in which we become the new Gehrman and the moon presence's basically new not host, because we're not hosting the moon presence, but we're hosting the nightmare. We become the new host of the hunter's dream / nightmare, if you want to call it that. And yeah, then it just cycles again. So a new hunt. Now, boo! Deja vu! So obviously, normally you would play through the entire game again. This one I'm not. This one I just reloaded a cloud save. I will do New Game Plus for the final ending, because obviously I want to get all of the alternate dialogues for some people and killing some NPCs and all that type of fun stuff that I will edit in, and we'll see as we go. This ending, however, so we've done all of this stuff, and in the first ending, obviously, we replaced Gehrman, as the host of the dream, and things continue then in a cycle on and on and on for God knows however long and forevermore. This ending, though, we're going to do something slightly different. So if you remember, we read all the notes in the lecture hall and everything, and it told us about these umbilical cords. Now, you technically only need to use 3 of them, but we're actually just going to use all of them, because, you know, when you're out, you're out. That's what I always say. So if we pop all of these, thank goodness it's not going to cause the stillbirth of our brains, but will allow us to reach it. And it doesn't matter, by the way, if you don't have as much insight as we do. You don't. It's not about how much insight you have. You just have to use these. So us having 59 insight doesn't really make much of a difference. But yeah, so we use the umbilical cords now, and that will allow us to potentially have lined our brain with eyes. What would that mean for the final boss? Well, let's find out now. If one had lined their eyes with brains, no, lined their brain with eyes, what difference would that make when Flora of the Moon comes down to make us subservient and become the new host of the dream? I suppose you could say at this point we've become as strong as a Great One. Note, by the way, even though it's a Great One, kind of has a beastly kind of feel to it. Oh, that's what happens. We have ascended, my friends. Note the little wings and everything it has. It's a horrendous looking fucking thing. Note that it just says moon presence, but obviously, as we've seen with the dialogue and stuff, it is indeed called Flora of the Moon. Well, some people debate it, but I would say that is the name of the boss. But it's just called moon presence. So, if you want an easier life, I would suggest using some bulk paper. I mean, you've got it easy anyway. This move always makes me laugh because it's literally so awful. It takes away all your fucking health. But then it stands there and lets you get all your health back, so, you know, it's pretty fucking shit. Yeah, it's not a very hard final boss, but it's a bit like Gwyn in the first one. In Dark Souls 1. It's more about the spectacle of it. So, I'm going to win here, so I need to take a second, because otherwise we're literally not going to be able to talk about anything. So yeah, so as a final boss, I think, once again, it's a bit more about spectacle more than anything else. But it's a cool fucking boss nonetheless. And yeah, let's see what happens when somebody rises up enough that they're able to kill a Great One. Light work, by the way. Nightmare slain. So we've finally put an end to this horrible nightmare. We put out the fire, at least. What about the poor doll? What the fuck is that?
Are you cold? Oh, good hunter.
And that is the quote-unquote true ending of Bloodborne. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't like it. I personally do, because I think it is the end of an arc where everybody in the game, everybody in the whole world of Yharnam and Bloodborne and all that type of thing, they are trying their best to try and ascend and become a Great One themselves. We see that someone has done it in the form of Rom, but we don't really know the details there, and obviously they were helped by Kos, or some say Cosm. And Rom very much seems in a bad way, like, doesn't seem to be doing too great, and is obviously trying to hold back the fucking ritual and all this type of thing. Like, it's not ideal. However, we, on our own, come from the outside, we fucking kick ass left and right, we go out and kill a few beasts, we stop the ritual, defeat the Nightmare Newborn, we put Gurnham finally out of Gurman. I won't say Gurnham. Gurman finally out of his misery and release him from the dream, and then we ourselves ascend, defeating the moon presence Flora, who, were they good, were they evil? I would say the fact that they were, you know, keeping Gurman hostage and the doll hostage and perpetually having all of these hunters and everything, I would say they're pretty evil. Maybe ambiguous, but I don't know. I would say they're kind of evil enough. Let's skip through these credits as much as I like them. But yeah, so that is the true ending of Bloodborne, I would say. Now, we do have one ending left, and yes, I have said, I will go on record by saying that I believe the last ending we're going to get here now is the quote-unquote good ending. Hello, old man. Yeah, that's what happens when you kill him in the dream. He just, poof, disappears. Very interesting. Not something I particularly want to do, but we have to get the lore, so...
Look at you, you sorry fool. I'll string you up like the filthy beast you are. You shall not abscond your crimes. Were you not once a hunter? Is this sincerely what you want? No one will blame you. You can't go on like this.
Now we all know what needs to happen here. Sorry, Alfred, but as I said, you do not indeed praise the sun.
Just what is the meaning of this? Why turn your blade on me?
Yeah, he doesn't seem too impressed with it. In fact, he seems pretty pissed off. But like, not like angry, he's just like, what? Why would you do such a thing? He's almost offended by the idea that we would attack him. Oh, for fuck's sake, Cal, really. Ugh. My parry timings have just left my body, apparently. Oh, he can heal. He literally moved his head back from the hit. He clearly got fucking hit with the bullet. That should have killed him, staggered him, but whatever.
Regret this.
You'll regret this. And you get 5 paper, and of course then we would have gotten the thing that would allow us to buy the Kirkhammer. So, yeah, killing NPCs, really not that useful in this game, but, I mean, nice to see. Nice to see. Cheeky little DLC pit stop if you're looking.
Taken by the nightmare, are you? There is no choice. Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself! Oh, I feel like there's more people to kill in this game, and yet they actually mean less, so it's interesting that. Interesting that indeed. Not that they mean less, but...
Curses. What a rotten place to die.
What a rotten place to die. And you get his weapon. Nice. Very nice. Very cool. Oh my god. Jesus. Please die.
But remember one thing. You're not hunting beasts.
Kind of a sad ending to him, I'm not gonna lie. Even to the end, he just wanted to protect the beasts. Yeah, I don't know. He's actually a good character, Jura. But yeah, even to the end, he just wanted to protect the beasts. Remember one thing. You're not hunting beasts. On to the next. Actually, coincidentally, and I know this is the very end of the fucking series, this is the finale, but something I forgot to show. In this room where you come down the rafters in Old Yharnam, remember we jumped over there to get items, and down there's one of the first ritual bloods. Up the very top when you first come into the room, so when you first arrive in, you can blow up a load of the beasts. And completely... Hello. A random one for you here, interspliced. So we're in the real world Hunter's Workshop, and I'll show that now in a second, but somebody asked me just to show this off. As you can see, especially with high insight, this doll that just says an abandoned doll You can see, I meant to show this off when we found this first time, but we didn't have enough insight really. But with enough insight, you can see that finger's moving. There it is again. Tell me I'm not crazy. Well, tell me I am crazy, but, you know, yeah. So this, as you can see, this is the real world Hunter's Dream. Yeah. You remember this nice man, Voltaire? We never really spoke to him again.
And an accomplished hunter, it would appear. I am Volta.
Volta, Master of the League. So you remember this? They go around and they fight all of the They go around and they fight all of the different guys.
By the oath of the League, those who
and we'll see vermin that writhe within people. So I'm skipping through this dialogue because this is stuff we saw in the older episode when we finally got here. But now that we've gone into New Game Plus, now you can get these on by co-oping. But if you remember, in the DLC we can get some of these. Now you need 5 of them to get this fully. So after you squash one of them, he's going to have more to say.
The League exists to expunge all vermin. And so, and this bloody fate, do not expect the world to grasp our work.
Yeah, I think this is the same. We might need to reload, which is always a pain in the fucking ass, but is what it is. So once we reload, we're going to get more dialogue out of them. So after squashing 1, you get more dialogue, and I believe maybe 2, and then squashing 5 then will progress his quote-unquote quest further. So, yeah, that's why we needed to get the 5. You can also get the same outcome by just killing him, but obviously we'll get more details here by not killing him. And killing him doesn't have any really special dialogue, so you're better off just doing this.
Ah, very good. You've crushed some vermin. I'm the Master of the League, I can see it in your eyes.
You can see it in your eyes.
This makes you a true fellow of the League, a confederate. Now, take this staff, a symbol of our oath, of our blood-drenched fate.
Oh.
You'll be welcomed as a true confederate. Go forth with renewed vigor. In short time, you will see how the mission takes hold of one's spirits. You'll be welcomed.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Hides a directory listing the names of League Confederates. You can see in the top of the staff there's actually a note hidden. The League staff is assigned a confederate. A directory within its hilt lists the name of fellow Confederates. Members of the League brandish this staff to indicate themselves to fellow members of the League. There should be no sympathy for those engaged in the bloody mission of the League, no matter what. That an oath must be taken to uphold the illusion. So you can see he actually has one of these himself. So they're an interesting sort, the League, because I mean that kind of makes it seem like nobody really likes them. They seem to be doing the dirty business of the world, if you will.
Hello, Confederate. Has your stomach not turned at the world of man? So wondrously wretched, and brimming with unsightly vermin, much like our very own mission. Hello, Confederate.
I mean, first of all, what the hell? What a brilliant laugh. But he sounded a little bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie. He's sounding a bit fucking mad. Oh.
Hello, Confederate.
Hello, Confederate. Oh. So that's 3, this is 4. And then we need one more. We need one more. We'll see if we can get our dull dialogue as well while we're here. So we'll do one more. Obviously, it's not going to happen now. We're probably going to need to reload. But that is 5.
Hello, you have blessed the League with your presence. This was my last, most pressing task.
After all that, I need to skip the fucking dialogue.
Confederate, promise me you'll crush all vermin to rid us of our impurities for the sake of our fellows. All blood-stained hunters of the League. My Confederate, for the sake of...
So that's basically what he said. The little bit I skipped is just him saying, promise me you'll continue to crush the vermin. But yeah, also note that he's wearing the constable outfit. So that is something to note about him. But we do have one last thing to do. Aha. Master's Iron Helm. Indeed. An iron helm resembling an upside-down bucket. A single hole allows one to peek out with a single eye, and is probably all that its original owner had. Oh god. The iron helm was passed down amongst masters of the League. Voltaire had in fact lost the ability to see vermin long ago. Very interesting fact. So he actually can't see them anymore, which is interesting. And now, as soon as we come outside, we are accosted by a gentleman. And we actually know this gentleman. Well, we don't know them, but we have heard of this gentleman. And you'll see who it is now in a moment, after I fucking get my ass handed to me by him. Okay, stop that, because you can't parry the jump attack, Cal. You know this. Ooh, going on fire, are we? That's alright, I've got lots of stamina, so I know what it is. Oh, come on, that should have been a fucking thing, no? Whatever. Anyway, we got randomly accosted by this man that we've heard of, because we got the Madaris whistle. And we know the Madaris twins are a thing. Summon a giant serpent from the nightmare. Whistle of the Madaris twins, denizens of the Forbidden Woods. The twins grew up alongside a poisonous snake and developed a silent and human kinship. The poisonous snake grew uncontrollably, raised on a healthy diet of beast entrails. Even after their deaths, it is said to respond to the call of the twins' whistle.
O Flora of the moon, of the dream. O little ones, O fleeting will of the ancients. Let the hunter be safe. Let him find comfort. And let this dream, his captor, foretell a pleasant awakening. Be one day a fond, distant memory. Ah, welcome home, good hunter. I must have drifted off. What is it you desire?
You do not understand how long it took me to get that dialogue. Oh my giddy aunt. But yes, that is indeed finally the dialogue. And actually, funnily enough, as you can tell, there was a little edit as well, because I got the dialogue. I had reloaded so many times that I had to use the, where you can go back and save the last 3 minutes or whatever, or minute or whatever of footage, because I finally got the dialogue, but I wasn't recording because I can't record that much. So anyway, that is the only time in the game, O Flora of the Moon, where it's mentioned. Now, some people think Flower of the Moon, maybe it's not actually the name of the moon, but I think the name of the moon is, the moon presence is Flora. But yeah, very interesting dialogue there, and probably one of the rarest in the entirety of Bloodborne. Good God. Now to try and get some more rare ones. Oh dear. Hello. So, we have our next bout of murders to attend to, but before I do that, I have to show you the Gurman set. Because I haven't shown you that yet, so let me show you that. First, Hunter attire of Gurman, the first hunter. Created before the workshop existed by making adjustments to everyday clothing, later became the basis for all hunter garb. The hunter's emphasis on engaging beasts with speed and therefore of selecting lightweight attire no doubt traces back to Gurman's own combat style. These all pretty much say the same things. What's interesting is he doesn't have any gloves. So obviously I put on the old hunter gloves, but he does not indeed have any gloves. Now you also get his weapon, which is the burial blade, trick weapon wielded by Gurman, the first hunter, a masterpiece that defined the entire array of weapons crafted at the workshop. Its blade is forged with siderite, which is said to have fallen from the heavens. Gurman surely saw the hunt as a dirge of farewell, wishing only that his prey might rest in peace, never again to awaken to have another harrowing nightmare. So again, once more, kind of bringing home that idea that I said before, which is that Gurman is He just wants people to live a life and, I suppose, repent for the sins maybe he was part of. Hunter badge crafted in the age of Old German. This hunter badge, crafted in German's time, has no practical purpose except perhaps to assist in romanticizing about the past. The badge was a special privilege for the hunters of the past and should not be dishonored. It should be left in peace unless one is truly prepared to assume the will of those gone before. So basically, stop fucking around with corpses, as Maria says, but look at this fucking weapon though. Oh my god. Unfortunately, unless... Now, you can always get to the end of the game, and if you have the Moon Presence fight available, you can get to the end of the game, kill German, then exit out of the Moon Presence fight, and then you can go and do the DLC and obviously challenge dungeons and stuff with this. Apart from that, it's a New Get Post weapon. It's not a... You can't use this really at any other time, which is a bit of a shame, but you could do the whole DLC with it, and it is pretty good. I mean, I haven't got anything in it. It's a +8. I was going to max it out maybe for the ending, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. It's a B skill weapon. Not too bad. And that's pretty much all you unlock with his badge. As you can see, there's nothing else here. Now we have all the weapons. We have everything. We have all weapons. We've got all things in that regard. But the reason I'm doing this, the reason I'm going to go this, is because we're going to go to Cathedral Ward, because I now have all of the NPCs in Cathedral Ward. So now, unfortunately, the Reaper must come to play. So we know all the NPCs here. We know all their dialogues, we know all that they have to say. They don't really have a lot to say about this, but we'll start with you, because I fucking hate you. Oh, I really don't do a lot of damage with this weapon is the problem. Wow, we really don't do a lot of damage with this.
What have I done? Oh.
Interesting that you get a Erden, writhe from her, which we haven't actually had. So wow, our first new one of these in a while. Writhe sees a subtle mucus in a warmth of blood and acknowledges visceral attacks as one of the darker hunter techniques. Visceral attacks restore quicksilver bullets. Human or no, the oozing blood is a medium of the highest grade and the essence of the formless great one, Erden. Both Erden and his inadvertent worshippers surreptitiously seek the precious blood. So basically she appears to be a... He won't talk to us now because we've killed her. She appears to have been a follower of Erden.
Bloody off color. Curse you.
Curse you. Get some pungent blood cocktails from him. Interesting that she's the only one that actually acknowledged you hitting her.
Jeff Barber's blood.
It's kind of funny, you know, because obviously in the end, when she goes a bit mad, she starts seeing us as her child, and she's like, "Oh, it's your father's blood, you mad bastard." She doesn't seem to give a shit. Yeah, she does not give a fuck.
What have I done?
Interesting that she also says, "What have I done?" And unfortunately, our dear friend here has a health bar. Interesting to note.
What's that? Why?
I just wanted to help people.
Formless Erden. So, I do believe he wanted to help people, but he was indeed a follower of Erden. Thing about it is that Erden could be... I think Erden is one of the ones that is not evil. Well, not particularly evil anyway. So that is what happens when you kill all of the NPCs. Note that all of these are bodies now. God, this is a proper fucking massacre. Ooh. But he disappears. Well, no, he doesn't actually. He does that. He doesn't. Never mind. I thought he disappeared. He made like a weird vroom. No, never mind. He doesn't disappear, but... Anyway, that's enough murder for now, so I shall continue, and if I get, again, Like, if I can get this fucking dialogue, I'll show it to you. But yeah, that is another part of our murder spree down. But again, let's just pretend none of this happened. The murder is not... It's not real, okay? It's not fucking real. Refuse my hand in marriage, eh?
How sad this is. If only our life was so easily forfeit.
Interesting.
Arrant, vile blood or no, bend.
And that's that. It almost seems like she, in a weird way, wants you to kill her. I know that probably sounds bizarre, but when you think about it, like the way she says that, arrogant fool, if only our life was so easily forfeit, like, it's almost like she's saying, if only you could kill me, but you can't. And then I think she just pops back up. I don't really think there's much that happens there. But yeah, it's oh fuck! Why did I go here? I went to the complete wrong place. Went to the abandoned old workshop. But yeah, it's a strange one anyway, because I mean, one, why would you attack her anyway unless you literally just wanted the lore? I still want your fucking dialogue. But when you do, you get that little bit that, as I said, kind of to me seems like she's saying, "Oh, if only you could kill me," type of thing. And then, oh, she does. She becomes the Queenly Flesh. Now, this is obviously in New Game Plus, but yeah, so we could bring her back again and do all that fucking stuff. But I mean, meh, we're not going to. But yeah, so she literally cannot die. Basically, she cannot at all die. And that's the Queen of the Mind Bloods. It's time now to finish things up. So, first of all, what happens if you hit her? Well, she dies really quickly, but unfortunately, nothing. But now let us get our final dialogue of the, well, not dialogue of the game, but final ending of the game. It's been emotional. It's been emotional. There's been a lot of work put into this series, but I have loved it so much. This game is truly sensational, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And I hope you learned some things, and I hope you just had a good time and a good crack and maybe escaped for a while.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die.
So remember,
forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun.
Remember, we've learned from a lot of characters
You will be freed.
that once you fulfill your contract
Terrible hunter's
and you leave
dream.
this dream, if your body's awake in the real world, you can come back to life and you won't remember any of it. You may think it all a mere dream.
Farewell, my keen hunter. Fear the blood.
For God's sake, Lawrence, fear it. Oh, dramatic. The fact that the blood almost looks like petals. And our head is gone, by the way. We clearly are dead. But, we do indeed awake in the city of Yharnam, as if it was all a mere bad dream. You may be thinking, Cal, how on earth is that the good ending? Well, the true ending is obviously where we ascend. But if you think about the fact that this game is a cycle, and again and again and again, we fight through the night, horrendous things happen, you know, and we either become the master of the dream or ascend and become a little worm guy or whatever. This hunter, and this is the thing, they're all different hunters, and as I said, we'll get some dialogue to show that, but this hunter chooses to escape. Note what grave this is. Always interesting that it ends with the doll.
Farewell, good hunter.
May you find your worth.
May you
in the
find
waking
your
world.
worth in the waking world.
Words to live by, to be honest. But yeah. So to me, that hunter escaped. They did their job, they fulfilled their contract, and they get to move on. It's somber, but they're all kind of somber, in a way. The only bad ending, I think, is the one where you become German, because, I mean, you're stuck in the fucking dream. And then after all of that,
Good.
once again, we wake up once more. So I do have one more thing to share, so I will cut to that and then we'll do our outro. But again, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so fucking pumped. This game is just incredible. See you all in a second. So I've just spawned in. You see her standing up very quickly from here, but this is it. This is our final dialogue. If we pop our way over here, we can finally see what she's been up to. Remember, I told you to keep an eye on which grave she was at.
This grave stands in memory of a hunter I once knew. Though enchanted by the dream, he remained strong and eventually saw the light of dawn. I pray that you found meaning and comfort in the waking world.
Very interesting.
Over time, the graves here stand in their memory. It all seems so long ago now. Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Note that in order to get this dialogue, I had to kill Amelia again. You can see that's why the disappeared actually. That was weird, but that was why the thing is. So once I killed Vicar Amelia in this playthrough, New Game Plus 3, we were able to get that dialogue. So yeah, that is the final dialogue of the game that we can get. A very interesting one too. So we are different hunters every time. It's not the same hunter. And that is evident by the fact that she talks about how this particular grave, which is the one she buries us in that cutscene after German lets us come back to the waking world, she buries us in this gravestone right here. And then she says, this is the grave to a hunter who was here long ago, but it managed to wake up into the waking world. Interestingly, though, that then she doesn't say, I hope they or he or she or anything have found their worth in the waking world. She says, I hope you've found your worth in the waking world. That's Bloodborne, a game about many different things. For one, it's about finding yourself in a distant land, in a kingdom, in a city of Yharnam, and being tasked with go out and kill a few beasts. But getting a hunter's contract that asks you to go and stop the nightmare baby newborn, halt the beckoning of the moon and the scourge of beasts that come with it, finding out the secrets therein, finding that it's the Mensis ritual, and finding that it's Mikolash and his gang that are making it worse than always. Finding out that the church has been doing many different things and it's their fault that people are turning into beasts because they've been administering blood, and as we found out from the church attire, they were killing people before they even thought they were beasts because they just wanted to kill them just in case, which happened in real life as well, by the way, with the plague. But not only that, we found out then that all of this was because the Yharnamites went down into the chalice and found many different things, but including and not limited to, but including traces of Great Ones and Great Ones themselves. They found power, they found ways to make themselves stronger, but it wasn't enough. They took the Great One, Abriatus, back with them, tried to work with them, and created factions in the church. They realized that blood ministration would make them stronger, and that turned them into beasts, which then caused them to have to go out and kill a few beasts. Master Willem would not have agreed with that, because Master Willem thought that in order to ascend to becoming either a great one or just stronger in general, we'd have to line our brain with eyes, gain insight, which he technically was correct. Now, they did fucked up things to do it, but we learn all these things, and then we choose. We choose to either take over from Gurman, who was part of the reason why we are trapped here, because he is being punished in an unending dream for his atrocities against the Great One Cos, or some say Cosm, back in the old fishing hamlet in which he experimented on her orphan and did horrendous things, as did all the old ones. Maria holding back the way to Cos's body in the nightmare. We learned that, as well to say that we learned that dreams and nightmares are interchangeable in this world, and that they are very much a cause. You're kind of like your inner, what would you say, your inner feeling, you know, and it can bring forth so many different things. But yeah, so Gurman took over here and was hoping that Lawrence or Willem or anybody would find a way to end this nightmare, to repent and figure out a way to either ascend or just escape from this unending nightmare that they had caused from their own selfish ways. But unfortunately it never happened. Now we can either put him out of his misery and take over and continue the search for a way out. We can also uncover the full truth and follow Master Willem's ideas and line our brain with eyes and become a Great One ourselves, stopping the moon presence, Flora, oh Flora of the moon. And as I said, the ending that I quite like, we can choose to say, do you know what, you've got yourselves into this mess, fucking figure it out yourselves and escape, because unfortunately, no matter what we choose, it's a cycle. It's never going to end, as shown here by the doll telling us that even the one that escaped, that's it. The cycle began anew. A new hunt began. A new dream will be beckoned. And this will all play out again. Another night. I have loved this so much, and I really hope you've enjoyed it even half as much as I've enjoyed doing it. Bloodborne really is a fantastic game. Yeah. Let me know what you think below. Do you think I got the story right? I could be off. I could be off. As I said before, there's lots of variations and things you could say about it, but that to me is the story of Bloodborne. But either way, no matter what a truly amazing game. Maybe one day we'll get a remaster, maybe one day we'll get a sequel, who knows, but for now, that is the end. I've been Kavalech. Hope you grabbed yourself a deadly chat. Lots and lots more fun to come. Lots and lots more fun to come. We've so many wonderful games to do. I'm going to ask you guys what you'd like to see next as an in-depth series, but overall, we'll figure things out as we go. We have some new games to do first, though. Our first thing up is actually going to be a brand new game, and it's gonna be in-depth in the sense because obviously, you know, yeah. I won't know everything about it, but we'll take the same approach, and I think it could be fun. So look forward to that. But for now, as the doll says,
welcome home, good. What is it?
As the doll says,
farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
And I truly mean that. I know I've said it already, but I'm Kavalech. I'll see you all very soon. May you find your worth in the waking world. Farewell, hunters. Bye.